So how difficult is it to add on or convert an area into a seasonal room?
So I guess a lot of it depends on what do you already have outside. So is there currently a room there or not? Do we have a deck or a screened-in porch? So your starting point, what you already have, will be a big determining factor on how difficult a project like this can be. But as with everything else, it starts with design. What do we need the room for? Are we going to entertain a bunch of people, or is this going to be a small group? And how often do we plan on being out there? Here on the Eastern Shore, we've got 4 very distinct climates. Do we need to be out there in the end of January or the middle of July, or is this something we're okay with a 3-season type room? So these are all things that play into, the difficulty of a project, and it comes down to design. So if we don't have anything outside, blank slate, we need to build a room. So we're going to do things after we get through the design process with digging the footers and bidding the foundation set for the structure, and then building the walls and then tying the roof structure in. Now this is something that's often overlooked, but making sure your roof is going to tie into your existing roof system on your house is a very critical part of this process. We need to make sure we're controlling stormwater management properly and not taking away from the overall aesthetics of the home. So roofing is a critical component. Now, if you've already got a deck, or let's say a screened-in porch, we'll start with screened-in porches. You're really a good portion of the way already there. You've already got the decking surface, you've already got some posts going up that are supporting a roof, and you've already got shingles on there. So from that point, it's a matter of doing a lot of the interior elements and the windows and doors. Most folks want to put a lot of windows because we're on the Eastern Shore and the views are spectacular out here, so let's load the walls up with windows and really maximize that view. You're also maximizing sunlight, which is going to help control the climate in your room. So screened-in porch is a great way to go. If you've got a deck, there are a couple more elements we need to consider. So you may have a deck structure that's got some railing, but those rails, they may not be beefy enough to support a roof that we still have to put on there. So when dealing with the deck, there may be a little bit more tear out involved to put some heavier members in there to be able to carry a roof, but still a very doable project. Things like vinyl plank flooring work great for 4-season rooms. Again, a waterproof product that can carry traffic very well, so I like to use those. One of the things we definitely want to consider also is insulating the floor. If you're starting with a deck or screened-in porch, we need to find a way to keep that draft from coming up through the room to help climate control the room. So insulating the floors, putting a plywood down, and then a nice heavy-duty vinyl plank floor, another great way to not only achieve a climate-controlled environment, but also provide some really good aesthetics to your room. So things like vaulted ceilings, another great way to help out. So instead of putting a flat ceiling in there, do a vaulted ceiling and put a nice ceiling fan with a light in there. This will help circulate air. Typically, you're going to have a porch door that goes into your house, usually a kitchen or dining room area. You can leave that door open and circulate the fan, and that'll help move the climate-controlled air from your house into your 3 and 4 seasons room. So there's a lot of different things you can do, from adding electric if you want outlets and receptacles in the room, or whether you're happy with just the light switch and the fan. HVAC, again, with the advent of mini-split systems, a really easy way to climate control your room without involving ductwork. So we can do a standalone system just for your 3 and 4 seasons room. That way you will be able to use that year-round. So 3 and 4 seasons rooms, I think, are a great way to put on that living space to your home while still kind of keeping a little separate quarters for you and your family from the rest of the house.